Hopefully you've woken up, you've ready for the afternoon games. It should be a great game between the PCCT United and the ICCT Smashers. Smashers needing to win, Celia. Reminder to all the viewers after today's games that we'll have the third semi-finalist that'll be joining Formosans and the TTA Indians next weekend. And tomorrow we'll have the Dragons up against the Daredevils and the Titans. And after this weekend, it's semi-final time next weekend.
And interestingly enough, we mentioned that earlier, that as the PCCT batsmen walk out to the middle of the field, the two teams who have already qualified for the semi-final, they're actually playing the first game next Saturday to decide which side of the semi-final they will go on. So they are safely in the semi-final, but they still have to play one game against the other team just to see. So onto the field is Shahzad Khan, number 18, and with him is Usman.
Yes, Usman Javed batted very well last weekend. Celia is currently 8th in the batting tables with 55 runs. He's got some way to go to finish top of the pile, with Meta currently just over 100 runs. A couple other guys close there as well. And another chance for Meta, Shah, and a couple of the PCCT United players to get a chance to get some runs.
Is it Doshi who is going to open?
Neil Bimani, who bowled very well in the last game. For the viewers that missed the first game, ICCT coming back and taking 5 wickets, but was too little too late, and the Swingers won by 5 wickets, chasing 54.
Yeah, it should have been much easier for the Jai Swingers, but they're in the middle. They had a little mini collapse where they lost 3 wickets in the space of about 7 balls. But then More kept things together and got them over the line. So the second match of the day then, a must-win match for ICCT. PCCT won the toss, elected to bat, which is a very good toss to win for them. And we're going to see Shahzad Khan facing the first ball from Bamani.
Good start there from Bimani, well fielded at short mid-off. Was well fielded for a second there, and they scampered through for a single. Shahzad Khan currently on 60 runs. He's also got a chance to finish top of the pile, or maybe put some pressure on the top bat scorers. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes today, Celia.
And he's also a good bowler, so he's also must be in the run for the overall player of the tournament, or statistically speaking anyway. So Bamani is, they crossed there for 1, so on strike is Usman Javed.
It's very hot here, so in the first game we saw the fielders just struggling a bit with the heat, and there could be some pretty big scores this afternoon, Celia.
Yes, if ICCT is not nippy in the field here.
Oh yeah, Sports Tiger Maximum, second of the day. What a great shot over the long off boundary.
But for some reason they don't listen to you. They keep on going cross bat. Let's see what Bamani can do here with his third ball now. Oh,
great piece of fielding there. Stopped it one-handed and had a chance of a run out there.
Save the 4.
Yes, when I asked Mujahid, the captain, he just wanted to ask all the viewers back in Pakistan to wish them well and that they'll play the best, and hopefully they'll do them proud. Ooh. That's very wide. Yes, it's Ramadan, so happy Ramadan to all the viewers around the world. And these players out there for PCCT have been fasting, and they are fasting in what is 35-degree heat, Celia, so it's going to be a tough ask this afternoon for them, and I'm sure by that second game it might start to tell on the pitch. Skied over down to the third man boundary for 4. Great start here from PCCT.
Big heart to overcome this heat and this very fast start by the PCCT team.
better from Bamani there. Getting it up and swing and a miss from Khan. Beautiful pictures there of Taipei 101. Reminder to the viewers, Taiwan is doing a great job. They've managed to control this coronavirus through their policies, the public listening, and we're privileged to bring you these pictures. So now the Sports Tiger Maximum Sun, beautiful at the bat. Smash.
He can put it back. He's into the attack. He's going to bowl to Usman Javed. Second over. Past the square leg umpire and the square leg fielder for 4 runs. Very well played. The ball kept low, saw it well. And Pakistan team has good comeback. Ball to bowl is, as we all know, is just outside the off stump. If you go to the leg side, it's easier to hit. Short, easy to hit. That one was too straight. Nobody on the boundary. 4 more runs. Still 3 balls to go from Doshi. That's a wide.
Yes, it's been wonderful to hear from everyone around the world, ex-players that have lived and worked and played in Taiwan before, in England, in Canada, America, Australia, South Africa, all around the world, tuning in for these pictures, and we hope you enjoy the cricket.
That's a good ball. Yeah, I was surprised to hear some, I got some messages from people in interesting places who said, yes, we are also watching, so that's good. That's good, we hope they enjoy it. Oh, dropped. A thick edge, and it goes down for 4. I believe he got a glove on that.
Best start of the tournament, Celia.
That is, after less than 2 overs. Just want to mention again that some people in America are also watching, even though they are more familiar with baseball, and ask me, why do the players run so hard to stop a foul ball? Just to remind you, there's no foul balls in cricket.
That was a pretty foul ball there, right there, Celia.
Yeah, a foul ball for cricket lovers who's not so familiar with baseball. Anything behind the stumps on the batsman's side is foul, and basically it's a dead ball. So it is very interesting for them to see how our fielders chase a ball to the 3rd man or fine leg boundary. Full toss, just calmly punched into the onside for 1 run. That is the end of the 2nd over. 34 without loss.
Great start, Celia. They could get well over 100.
And they got a drop catch as well. But
took a couple of nice catches on the boundary off other people's bowling.
Yeah, very accomplished cricketer.
34th out loss after 2, Celia. 1 over to go in the power play. Could they get 50 in the power play here, PCCT?
That'll be a first as well.
Javed on fire here. Let's see what it can do. Cracking shot through the covers. And you can see the outfield's looking great. Speeds away to the fence. 4 more to the total. It's raining runs here. Ooh. Smoked through the covers.
It was smoked through the covers, and it's also smoking hot. And you can see for a moment there, you just saw the two batsmen talking in the middle of the crease, and just to remind you that they can't call for drinks. Well, they can call for drinks, but because it's in the middle of Ramadan, they are fasting in the daytime. So it's going to be very tough for them out in the field, and especially in the 2nd game, they have to play 2 in a row.
Well bowled there.
That was a nice ball.
Up.
Yeah. Nice ball by Devang Shah. Good bowler. I must just say, even though ICCT have not won a game in the tournament, they have not been that far off. They've been a little bit unfortunate here and there, and they've come close a few times, but just couldn't get over the line. And they're with their backs against the wall here.
Banked down the ground again, just a couple, yeah, I think. Meta will haul it in. Just one. Again, chose not to come back for a second, I think. Preserve the energy.
Wisely.
Yeah, PCCT have a very strong bowling attack as well, especially in this humidity. They'll start to swing the ball around, I'm sure, late afternoon. So it'll be interesting to see how they do in the second innings as well.
Yeah, I would think that in this group, at the moment, PCCT is the favorite, although the Swingers have they've won their first game and PCCT still have to win, but they, on paper anyway, they look like the stronger team. Should top the group, which will means they will go through to the semi-finals. But we are getting ahead of ourselves here. Still just the beginning of the second game.
Great shot. Couple of bounces into the fence. Shazad Khan is in form, Celia.
Yeah, Khan is now up to 15, but Usman
Board. It's been the best start of the tournament. Might be Ramadan, but boy, these guys got a lot of energy. Crashing the ball everywhere.
I think they're very motivated after they lost that one game last weekend.
That could, ooh, just drops it.
Seems like, oh.
He's got a nick on that, and the keeper just didn't collect it. Chachani.
Not his first drop of the day, and the bowler not happy.
As you remember in the first game, he dropped one there right near the end, last couple of overs. Could have been costly as well.
So Khan is just showing them what it touched. It touched something for sure, because the bowler was convinced.
One ball to go in the third over. No run, and the score 43 without loss after 3. PCCT flying here, Celia.
Definitely on their way to 100 if they can keep going like this. And these two batsmen have not looked at.
It's good to see that Danny's made a good recovery from that little mishap in the first game, Celia. He's back onto the ball here, and he's got a chance of becoming the highest wicket taker in a tournament. He's
Right,
currently on 4 wickets. He needs 2 to get ahead of the others.
Cut. Backward of point. 4 runs. Great shot by Usman Javed.
Boundaries just keep coming, Celia.
They are raining boundaries. Not only raining, huge hit by Shazad Khan.
Cameraman, watch out.
And it is a Sports Tiger maximum. So that was not Shazad Khan, of course. That was Usman Javed, because he's on strike. He just hit a 4 and a 6 off the first 2 balls. 50 up in no time. And now ICCT in real trouble here, because these guys are looking good. There's a man on the boundary, square leg boundary, misfield, and they go for 2, and we'll get it.
It was very close to our cameraman, Celia. That straight hit down. Toby Openshaw doing a wonderful job bringing these pictures to viewers around the world. Everyone here in Taipei very proud to share the wonderful game of cricket with all of you.
That's another shot towards long off, and it is a 6. So well. This one he takes again down to the square leg boundary where we know there's a fielder. He makes sure there's only 1. I feel 1 feels like a victory to ICCT now. Javed is on 44 of 16 balls.
Right in the mould of Shahid Afridi, Celia. He's doing a great job, spanking it everywhere.
Khan on strike now after that single. It's the last ball of the over. Let's see if he is happy just to stick around. And he is. It takes a single. So he will keep the strike. After 4 overs, it's 63 without loss.
Reminded to all of you viewers that life might not return to exactly normal, but there will be sports in the future.
I think sports lovers absolutely welcome that, because they've been starved for months now. Captain has brought himself on.
Yes, it's almost been a month since Taiwan's had a local infection or transmission. Any of the cases that are happening at the moment are just returning citizens that are coming back, right, with the virus.
With the virus, what they call imported.
Nirav Shah bowled pretty well in the last game. These little skidders and sliders. He's on to bowl here. He's got to do something to pull back this run rate. Over 15 and over, Sleer. They're going to get 150 at this rate.
Looks very good for PCCT. Yeah, and as many of our viewers will know, that cricket is not exactly a frontline sport here in Taiwan. That's why you don't see too many Taiwanese peoples in these team. Taiwanese people, mostly foreigners, playing the game here. And if you keep in mind that our cameramen are also, some of our cameramen are also local, so they don't really know the game that well. They're doing an excellent job learning the game, learning how to pick up the ball, how to follow the fielder, so you can get these great pictures in your living room or wherever you are sitting, relaxing at home, enjoying cricket, the game that we all love.
So much more action to pick up as well, Celia. In baseball, it's normally just focusing on the bases, and I think cricket brings new challenges to them. Another wide there. Bit of Taiwan history for you guys in cricket. TCA Indians were the first team that were formed back in the 1980s, and ICCT are the second team that was formed in 1999. Of course, after that there was KCC, FCC.
So his 50 could come up. There it is. And it's with a 6. It's a sports tiger max of the last ball of the over to get his 50 and bring PCCT to the 5 overs gone, 75. But it seems like the umpires
saying there's another.
So 76 after 5.
Straight at the fielder and just drop straight out. Drop odometer up to 20, Celia. Captain not happy there. It's an incredible score from PCCT, taking full advantage of the tiring Smashers attack. Nirav Shah said in his post-match presentation, he's praying for rain. Let's hope the rain doesn't come here.
Yeah, I think he wanted to say he's praying for wind.
Yeah,
something to cool them down.
He did say felt like death after the first game, so maybe he just wanted to get off the field. For the viewers out there, we can tell you that it's not likely to rain today. We might get some sort of thunderstorm clouds, but generally we've been very lucky, Celia, to not have rain so far in this tournament.
A full toss. Oh, dropped.
Shrey Doshi there, just slipping before the got to the ball and losing his footing and putting another one down. As Mohit Gur bowling. It's very confusing with some of the names on the back. That's his nickname, Manny, but his real name, Mohit Gur, for My Team 11 users out there. Not too sure how many Smashers are going to be in your team if you're a My Team 11 user. PCCT dominating here.
You can download the My Team 11 Fantasy from myteam11.com. Get your teams in.
Oh.
What were real possible chances, not extremely. Maybe the one, the wicketkeeper, that one was the toughest of the lot. Oh!
Wild slog. Bowled him. There is some hope from the Smashers now.
That one kept low, but his head was not down. His head was definitely up. He was eyeing another Sports Tiger maximum. And he's bowled by Gur.
That takes him up to fourth in the table of top run scorers, Shazad Khan with his 27. In comes Ninad Malwadi. Bit in a build of both of them there. And it looks like he can hit the ball a mile. Very special mention, Celia. Andrew Carrick from the Daredevils. They're not playing today. He'll be watching tomorrow, and he's been tuning in all the time. He wanted to wish his uncle, Alfred Stevenson, a very happy 86th birthday. So, Alfred, if you're watching out there, happy birthday. Incredibly, Celia apparently played cricket until the age of 79.
Well, he's a cricket lover, so he's definitely watching.
At some innings, and as we get taught in cricket, you keep on batting until you get your 100. So good luck to you, sir. For viewers out there, Celia and I used to play for the Formosans, but we've hung up our boots. And are you tempted, Celia, to ever come out of retirement?
No, I'm happy to sit here and watch the game.
Missed time down to long on, but they get a single. And Javed will keep the strike. End of 6 overs. 90 for 1. Flying here, PCCT. So yeah, they could declare and still win this game, I think.
They're definitely going to post the highest score. I don't think there's any question about that. So, Usman Javed on strike, so he... Bamani. First ball in the air, down to... and taken. Taken by Devang Shah. Very safe hands there on the boundary. He has taken 3 catches already today.
Usman Javed making 57 there, Celia. 12 runs short of the top scorer of the tournament, which was 69 by Vicky Tawar. Mujahid Mohammed, the captain, coming out full of confidence. What a lovely time to come to the crease, Celia. 90 for 2 after 6.1 overs.
And he's running on. He's jogging on. He's full of energy. I don't know what he ate, but it was very early today. I believe these guys eat around 4:30 thereabouts. Oh, just helped on its way. A full toss and 4 runs. Beautifully picked up by Malwadi. Played into the covers. Point actually. Now with the two settled batsmen out, it might take a ball or two. Although we did see last Sunday, Captain Mujahid is not scared to hit big early on, standing just outside his crease. He starts off fairly sedately, just a 1. So Bamani doing well here. This is his second over. That will also be his last.
Just lacks a bit of pace, Celia. Nice action. Ball's nice line and length, but I think just lacking a bit of pace. He's very young, 17 only.
Yeah, he will build up pace as he gets a little stronger. So let's see if we get more aggression. The first few balls, Malwadi was happy to just... He tries again to play that flick shot, but this time it's too far down the leg. So our viewers might might wonder, why are there so many wides? I'll just want to echo what Craig said earlier. Remember, these players are not professionals. They don't practice every day. And therefore, the skill level is not what you expect from an international team. But still, it's good enough to entertain us, provide a lot of entertainment worldwide. Unfortunately, that one down the leg again.
It's hard, Celia, as a bowler sometimes when you lose a plot. And Any suggestions how you can bring it back from here?
Yeah, I think with a bowler, especially a bowler, when you start bowling wides, is to make sure that arm comes over right next to your ear. See, it comes a little bit. Oh, he's out.
Got him.
He's got him. This he just nudged it outside the off stump where you should bowl, and he gets the wicket.
This should be entertaining. Asif
Asif
loves a
coming.
big shot, and he's in to bat. Asif Tonoli. It's 6 or out here, Celia, with him.
He's not going to wait. He's not going to wait. He wants to get to 100 in style. Pakistan on 98 for 3. One ball left from young Neil Bamani.
Great comeback from the youngster. Bowled a couple of wides, but like you said, nice ball outside of stump and got full reward for there with a nick through the keeper.
And Asif, a sports tiger maximum off already. He's got 3 overs left, and the bowler is Devang Shah. Shah has been having a good day in the field, and he has been bowling decently. But if he wants to help ICCT win this game, he'll have to bowl an excellent second over now, and then a little bit later he'll have to come in with a bat and perform a minor miracle. So Mujahid Mohammed is facing Devang Shah, starting the 8th over.
18 balls to go. They can get over 130 here, Celia. Oh, it's not like that. Reminder for the viewers, 112 so far by the Dragons last weekend was the top score of the tournament. PCCT should get that easily. And let's see if they can set a bar down for the other teams. Maybe get 120, 130. That'll be some score.
They have a good chance here to set something really high because of that excellent start. Asif just telling Mujahid to play with a straight bat.
Yes. After he just slogged one down the ground, but
with a cross bat.
Wise words there from Asif. Shah just repositioning his deep mid wicket. He wants him to move around. Bring him right here in front of the commentator's box or tent. So he's not scared of the mid wicket. Caught in the boundary. Great catch there.
Is it many?
In the score, but oh, it's a massive score, Celia, 104-4. Very good player, Amjad. Used to open the innings, now coming down in order. And of course, we've got a Asif here for entertainment. 3 balls to go in the 8th over. Well bowled, Devang Shah. Today has been a great over. 4 dot balls.
Excellent bowling, and Mujahid got only 1 run. Faced 4 balls, and he's back in the pavilion.
That'll affect his strike rate. He's definitely not going to be striking over 200 now after that.
But Asif's still there. And of course, Amjad also a good batsman.
Great. Oh, 6. He stepped over the ropes there. Great catch, but he's just taken a step back. Didn't know where the boundary rope was. It's another sports tiger maximum. Look, very honest of Nero, the captain. 6 runs.
I think he was inside.
No, he signaled 6.
No.
Oh, he's given him out.
Asif is...
Maybe they won't get 112.
Like the previous match, we saw a little mini collapse here. Let's see what Devang Shah can do here. Just nudged.
Very close to maiden over there. They managed to get 1.
Excellent over by
Great over
by Devang Shah. He's held a few great catches. He's bowled well, and he'll have to do it with a bat later on. So that's the end of the 8th over. 105 for 5. Great cricket here. Good catching. So Amjad is facing. Amjad Safar. edge over the man on the, like a deep point or a short third man, and the ball goes right out of the park. There's a little gate down there, and it went straight through, almost into the river.
A few more people starting to go for a run along the river, so yeah, and one odd bicycle. But I'm sure by the third game today, we'll see a lot more people enjoying the Riverside Park here. It's been an incredibly hot day.
I think the weather's already getting a little slightly cooler than when we played the first game.
Nice breeze coming across the ground now as well.
Whoa, that one kept very low. Well stopped. Wicketkeeper might have hurt himself there. That thing basically rolled.
Been in the wars today, the ICCT fielders. Danny Dervish Jane getting one, in the good bits. And now the keeper taking a knock in his hand. Sandeep Patel not playing, viewers. He's fractured his left thumb and will be out for the rest of the tournament. Big miss for Smashers.
Wicketkeeper is ready. So if Doshi can... I don't know if our viewers can hear that plane taking off. We are just here next to the Songshan Airport in Taipei. This is the smaller one in the city. The big international airport is about 40, 50 kilometers outside Taipei in Taoyuan. Huge step forward. It pushes it down to the deep cover. Man comes in from the boundary, restricts them to one. And now it's Chief on strike. So Doshi doing well. If he can just stay on the stumps, and if something can go low, something keeps low, he will bowl the batsman, which will be unfortunate. But that's the situation, the reality of this pitch. Good strike, bisecting the two fielders there at the deep cover, and beautiful 4 runs. First ball. They still have 8 balls remaining. So 120, 130 not out of the question. Slower ball. Oh no! A great catch, one-handed. I think the thing. The fielder
Give him a bit of a send off there.
I think the fielder was also surprised that stuck. He just stuck out his left hand, and it.
It's the youngest player, Silly, as well. Youngsters 17, playing for them. Great catch. And didn't he love it?
That the batsman couldn't believe it.
No, not at all. It's a great catch. Always hurts when you hit the ball off the middle and it's straight down the fielder's throat. Shoaib Mir coming into bat here.
Veteran.
Sure, he'll be trying to do the K2 Cricket Club in Shanghai proud. Used to live in Shanghai, also played for FCC before, many years ago.
Yeah, we used to play together a few matches.
Absolute gentleman, Celia, on and off the field. And let's hope he gets some runs here with 7 balls to go.
He waited for that one. It was a slower one. He waited well. I think 1 will suffice. End of the over. 115 for 6 after 9. 1 over left.
Some score they got there, Celia. As I said before, I think bringing you news, predictions, scorecards, trending video, and so much more. These wonderful pictures from Taipei Ingfang Cricket Ground. Slashed away over the covers safely, and I'll come back for 2. Make it easy. Really has been so well received, Celia, around the world. Great idea to stream cricket from Taiwan, and privilege and honor to commentate on it. Smashed. Sports Tiger Maximum. Oh yeah, that sounded good.
Taipei in Taiwan, where we are allowed to have live sports since the virus is under control here. So 4 balls remaining in the last over.
Another 4 to the total there.
Oh, did it stop?
Stopped in outfield there. Couple of runs to the total.
So Shoaib has come in and he's kept the scoreboard rolling. He's on strike again.
Straight to deep cover there. They'll just settle for 1. And Amjad Zafar coming on strike. He hasn't had much of the strikes there. Used to be an opening batter for the PCCT team.
Well, he has 3 balls.
4 balls. Swing and a miss. 1 ball to go in the innings. 126 for 6. Been an interesting chase. How close can the Smashers get? They're gonna
And we are back. We promised you that we won't be long, and just 5 minutes, and we are back. My name is Salir Landman with Craig Mitchell, bringing you all the balls of all the games from the Taipei T10 League. And now we are going to watch the ICCT trying to chase down 132. They have to make 133 of 60 balls, as you can see there on your screen. And that will not be easy. Craigie?
incredible. So there, what a score by the PCCT.
You know, we hope for that to make it interesting. But the main thing I think that's going to be interesting to watch is the batsmen. ICCT, how are the batsmen going to cope with this good bowling and this massive score that they have to chase down?
Yeah, they've got 2 of the top run scorers in the tournament. Meta, currently the top run scorer, so he'll want to at least get a few more runs. And Devang Shah as well needs to also get quite a few runs.
So the outcomes, just for a moment you saw them there on screen, but they will stroll into, there they are. So Mehta will open the bowling again, open the batting again. He was not on fire in the first match, and with him is number 22, Devang Shah. Now Devang Shah, I think, has something to prove here. He's had a great day in the field. He just bowled a great 2 overs in his bowling spell, but he has been disappointed with himself with a bat. And this is his chance, I think, to make amends.
Meta, the top run scorer so far in the Taiwan T10 League. Proudly brought to you by the global live streaming partner, Sports Tiger.
Sports Tiger bringing you these pictures on your phone or on your mobile device. And then Sports Tiger also, during the week, they make little highlights packages, which you can go and watch on YouTube. Even if you didn't have time or you couldn't download the app or you had some problem, you can watch these very nice highlights packages. The players enjoy that. I'm sure the viewers like to go back and remind themselves, especially the ones who are playing and playing the fantasy app, My Team 11 Fantasy. They would like to watch the highlights as well. So the bowler is Qazi ul Haq. And Mehta gets a bottom edge. Right in front of our commentary position here on the point boundary now, because it's Mehta left-handed batting is Mustak. He often opens the bowling as well. But in this instance, captain decided that Qazi ul Haq must open the bowling. When you're a bowler, it's very nice to have a big total to defend. You can bowl with confidence, even if you get hit for a 4 now and again. That's a nice strike in the air. They'll get 1 run. Oh, and the field is full of life. 2 of them backing up that throw. That's good to see. So Shah now on strike, and I'm very curious to see what is his mindset. He has to feel a little bit better because he took those catches, he bowled well, and not too hard on himself.
It's a good player.
Short ball, interestingly, he decided to play it to the offside.
Playing for pride, yeah, I think Celia. Smashers have struggled in this tournament. Like you said, a few close matches, but they're still winless. Even if they wouldn't lose this game, they still have a chance to play off for 7th or 8th position next weekend.
Yeah, it's not over by any means for them. They're still going to enjoy some more cricket. That's a nice strike to the leg side. It might go, no, it won't go all the way. Great stop in the deep. Is it Asif? I think it was Asif who dived there.
Indeed it was. Very athletic.
He'd made a lot of ground from mid-wicket to almost the long-on position. Nice strike by Mehta. He gets 2 runs for that. Oh, fooled by that ball.
Seen a lot of batters today, so they just misjudged the bounce a bit.
It also seems that sometimes it's almost as if the ball gets stuck in the mat, in the pitch, and then it's almost as if they are waiting for the ball to come onto them. Okay, final ball of this over. Nice strike through the offside. Oh.
The humidity picks up around about 70–80% humidity here in Taipei, and the ball moves earlier in the afternoon.
Yeah, the Danish Mammoth, his strength is that he's a left-arm bowler, bowling across to the right-hander, but now he's got 2 left-handers to contend with. It'll be interesting. So the ball will basically come into the left-hander. Let's see how they handle that.
Pretty good shot down to the vacant fine leg boundary.
You see, that would have been a good ball to a right-hander because it would have come across him, maybe induced the edge, but because he's a left-hander, he just managed to help it on its way.
So only 2 fielders allowed outside the inner circle in the first 3 overs. They're both down long off and long on boundary. So no fielders done it, fine leg, and can't afford to drop short there, Danish Mahmood. He's going to have to fix his line as well.
Very quickly, because you don't want to give these batsmen too much confidence.
Yep, flicked over the point.
Just struggling a bit with the fact that he's bowling to the left-handers. He likes to go to the right-hander.
He overcorrected there as well and went too full.
And he went too full and he got slashed over the offside. Let's see what he can do. He's an intelligent bowler. So let's just see what he does with his 3rd ball here. There's a change. A fielder went out there.
Much better there. Cram here for room. Yes, the long on fielder has been moved now. So we'll just have mid on and deep point fielder on the boundary here.
Good comeback by Danish.
Much better line length. Right here, I could field it for you. Yes, I know. Here's Dwayne. Oh, beautifully. Well, look at that. And they're going to get 3. Devang Shah definitely batting a lot better this innings today. Struggled in the first game, but he's seeing it well now.
I had an idea that he would not. He was just too slow in that first match. He would not. It couldn't happen again. He's too good a cricketer. There goes a plane.
Isn't that beautiful sight, Celia? With all the lockdowns and that, it's nice to see that flights are starting to reopen.
I think there's a bit of an inside edge there. What does the umpire say? He agrees with me. That's the end of the over.
22 without luck.
Guys are 2 very good batsmen. So Meta is facing.
So yeah, I'm sure by the end of the tournament, there'll be a commentator's bloopers reel and commentator's curse where we've put the knockers on a couple of players here. We've done it a few times this tournament, and it just happens naturally, doesn't it?
You say one thing and the players do the opposite. But I can tell you that that was one run, and it was scored by Meta, and that ICCT Smashers are on to 23. But as Craigie said, they have to score 11, 12, 13 runs and over non-stop, relentlessly, to put any kind of dent into this total that they're chasing down. 133, the highest of the tournament. And remember, they played the previous game. They went straight back into the field. They must be tired, fielding twice in this heat and this humidity. So now the bowler is just making all kinds of changes to his field, because we still have this one over of the power play left. We've got the one man on the third leg boundary. Short, and he missed out there. He missed out there, maybe trying to hit it too hard. The other fielder outside the ring is on at long on, right at the boundary. The other fielders all inside the 30-yard circle. Oh, that is straight up in the air. Oh, it lands in the Bermuda Triangle. 3 fielders converging, and it lands right in the middle. Didn't get hold of that well, Shah, but got away with one. Remember, the PCCT still have Shazad Khan up their sleeve as a bowler, and Shoaib Mir, many good bowlers to come. So ICCT must continue to score. Try to hook it around, missed.
Lots of discussions going on, some changes in the field. Players are a bit tired, but they're going to have to get a move on, Yasilia. 4 minutes per over. It's much better. Pushed out to Shazad Khan. Great throw, but just can't prevent a single.
Nicely done. And if you can't score a 4 or a 6, at least get a single to just keep the scoreboard rolling. Rotate the strike. Keep the fielders busy, rather than huge swings and misses that brings you nothing. So we've got a ball left in this over. This is the 3rd over. It's the 2nd by Qazi ul Haq. He will have finished his 2 overs at the end of this one. And let's see what he can do with his last ball. And he misses that one, unfortunately.
The PCCT United team will be taking on the Swingers, and the winner of that game will qualify for the semi-final next weekend. The loser will then go off into a playoff for either 5th or 6th or 7th or 8th.
The Swingers played the first match, and they are now just there at the long on boundary. They're sitting under the tree there, taking a rest, watching the game, thinking what they have to do in this next match if they want to beat PCCT, who just scored 132 very fast runs. So Khan is on. It's the 4th over of the innings, and the score is 25 without loss.
Good start there from Khan. Mix up. Oh, he's gone for money. It's missed.
Umpire Notnagel quickly out from behind the stumps and onto the line to see if for that to be in position for that possible run out.
Very correctly done there from Notnagel, the Daredevils player, for those viewers out there as well. He'll be in action tomorrow, and hopefully we see a change in fortunes for him.
He's been struggling with form, but no doubt that tomorrow he'll be something to reckon with.
Great strike there.
And not go out.
Indeed, Celia, and looking after the averages as well. Made to the top run scorer in the tournament so far. He's adding to his tally as well. Another short ball. Beats a square leg fielder. There's a deep square leg fielder coming in, and they make it back for 2. to a total. Reminder of all of the people watching, you can also make your team on My Team 11 Fancy app and win big. To all our viewers, you download the application from myteam11.com. Don't miss the opportunity. And how many swingers will you have in your team for our next matchup between a PCCT United team and a swingers?
You can't really go very wrong if you choose a few PCCT players there in your fantasy team.
On this form, Slayer. But the swingers do have Vishwajit, otherwise known as Vicky, who scored that wonderful 6-9, still the top individual score of the tournament. As we see another wide there, just Khan losing his line length. But we'll be back here.
Meta is on 16 and Shah is on 15, so they are scoring almost equally so far. And this will have to continue for at least another 3-4 overs. And Shah on the other side.
36 without loss, good start, but they need to carry on going. 3.4 overs. Another great shot down the ground. Straight to Mia though, and they just settle for one. Look good off the bat though, Slayer.
Yeah, unfortunately picked out the fielder there. But he is looking good, and that's what ICCT needs.
Big miss, Sandy Patel, injured, out for the rest of the tournament. Boy, they would love him to come in next. Tevang Shah getting under that. Chance for Mia here. Oh! Just didn't look like he wanted to take it there, Slayer. I don't even know if he laid a hand on it in the end.
Missed it completely. He was. I think he couldn't pick it up. Maybe the white ball against the white clouds, I think, got him there. At least they're trying to make it, trying to make a game of it. They didn't give up. These two guys have come in, and they.
It's a car driving along the riverside. I don't think it's allowed to. I think it's only for bicycles and people walking, but there's someone driving around the ground.
Yeah, if we can.
Very interesting.
I think that might be
an official.
An official, because when they put on all four the indicators, they sometimes, like on an inspection or something. I hope it's one of them. Otherwise,
could well be.
Otherwise, anyway, Mustak is into the attack.
Good bowler, this guy. Right arm over. Nice run up and pretty good pace too.
Pretty good pace. I remember him. And he's going to bowl to Mehta, who is on 20. Got nicely on top of that for a not so tall man, but unfortunately picked out the fielder at point. Khan. Must have touched the pad there. They heard something, and that's also the only reason why he's not a wide, because he touched the pad. That's what the fielders heard, but there was definitely a sound. We'll start getting away with one there. If Mehta just stepped a little bit towards the offside, it would have been a wide. There's a nice cut shot. Don't think it'll go all the way. Yes, Shahzad, he picks it up and he throws to the other side. Good throw. Just one run.
Bowler needs to get behind the stumps there, Salia.
The bowler jumped away from that ball. Mustak, he reckons his job is bowling. Good over so far. Oh, a great catch by Mujahid at a short.
Very cool, calm customer, old Mujahid. Good catch there. End of a dangerous batter, Shah, and who's in next? Vinit Chacharni. Usually opens, but he's coming in first drop today. He's going to have to go somewhere here. Salia, 93 required off 32 balls.
Yeah, he didn't have such a great time behind the stumps today. A few little mistakes there. And that was what ICCT did not want. Good shot, but unfortunately straight to Mujahid Mohammed. And he takes it comfortably. And now we have Chatrani in, right-handed batsman, with a score on 40-1. ICCT falling behind the asking rate. Mustak still has 2 balls left.
He still has 2 balls left there.
And he still has 2 balls left. It's not customary for him to bowl wides. He's a very controlled bowler. Comfortable run-up, nice delivery action, and usually on the target. Luckily, we did not say that before that ball, because that would have made the reel as well.
Very disciplined attack, and they don't normally give many extras away. Nope. Just
somebody
changes in the field, so the umpire are not happy with that.
Now we can go. That's an edge. No, it's not.
It's playing a miss, but very close to the edge still here.
Interesting. I hear an edge when there's none, but when there is an edge, I hear nothing.
Trust me when I say if there was an edge, there would definitely be an appeal from all 11 players.
Yes. Okay, final ball of this over. Nicely coming in from the offside. Good bowling by Mustak, as we thought. And that's the end of the 5th over, 41 for 1.
She's losing their way there at the moment.
There he is.
Currently got 4 wickets for 17 of 3 overs. He needs 1 more to go level with Mohammad Sadiq from the Formosan team, and 2 more to become the top wicket taker in the Taiwan T10 League. So let's see what he can do here. I told him about it before the game, and he said he'll do his best.
And no doubt he will.
Cut away to the deep point fielder. Another single, and it's a good ploy to get Meta off strike here. Charney still getting his eye in. And I'll be happy to just give away a single here, Celia.
I think they'll give them 6 singles, because that will not make much of an impact on the total they are chasing. Meta strikes me more as a batsman who works the ball around, not so much the huge sixes, but more like hitting 4s and hitting 2s and such.
Showed me just reminding the fine leg fielder, or the third man fielder, that it's a right-hander batter now. He needs to switch over. He just lost concentration there, and me are not happy with it. He's telling everyone to wake up in the field, pay attention. Come on, let's get going, boys.
It happens when you get tired in the field and there's a left-handed and a right-handed batsman. Very easy to get confused about your position.
Straight through him. Another dot ball, bowling well here. And he could well add to his tally. Just a reminder, everybody, Sports Tiger, the global official streaming partner of Taiwan T10 League, bringing you news, predictions, scorecards, training video, and a lot more. Batsman struggling there, but at least he turned over the strike. He's not seeing it that well, Tricharani. And Meta needs to throw caution to the wind, yes, Leah.
Meta needs to score at least 2 boundaries in this over, just to get some kind of chase back on track. But not easy against Shoaib Mir.
Putting well outside of his crease. Just a single there.
Tatrani was thinking of to come back for the second, but Meta was walking to his side, so no chance there. He should have actually. Maybe he's tired too.
The heat getting into everyone. Yeah. It's been 35 degrees. It's a bit cooler now with a nice breeze and a bit more cloud cover. So I'm sure the players are much happier with that. That's a great shot down the ground. 6 sails over his head, almost into the cameraman's tent. Wonderful shot for Sports Tiger Maximum. Doesn't quite get a hold of it. It's just a single down the ground, and he'll keep the strike for the next over. End of the 6th over, 51 for 1. 82 required from 24 balls. Mathematically possible, but highly unlikely, Celia.
And I think, as you said earlier, ICCT playing for pride, trying to post a nice score of maybe 80 or beyond. That will already be very good, considering they played the first match. The first match in the morning is always the hottest. And then somehow it gets a little bit better. Still very humid, but not so hot because the clouds usually come over. And then as we go into the next month, June and July, for those of you who have never been to Taipei, then we get the thunder showers every single afternoon because the heat is just so immense that the moisture just gets together and it falls down as rain. You can almost set your watch by it. Like 3-4 p.m. there, you'll have a thunderstorm.
Mushtaq coming on, had a ball second over.
Yeah,
Yes, also typhoon season, right? That's why it's very hard to play cricket sometimes in the summer here. It's played more often in spring when chips are down. Just keep trying.
That's very high. There's a man under the ball at long off, and he takes it. We've seen some great catches on long off and long on boundary. So that's unfortunate. Mohit Kaur is in. Mohit Kaur is in. Chatrani is out just when he started to get, but that's what happens. You accelerate and the balls go in the air, and Mehta is on strike. And he slices one straight towards us. Oh, there's a fielder.
Well fielded, Ninad. That was coming right into our tent here. A lot of excitement in the commentators' tent. Ninad, well fielded there.
I think it was coming straight for my face. It's a nice cut. Now, Kaur also a left-handed batsman because they just crossed for one there. Oh,
so I must tell you the secret here. I was more worried about the monitor than I was your face.
Very expensive equipment all around us here, bringing you these pictures. The cameras, all the other machines that we don't understand anything of, but it's all around us here in the tent. And need to keep the cricket ball away from those. Leaned into that, won't get to the fielder. Just get one run. That's one run for Gaur. Yeah, I think I'll have to sacrifice my face for these for the equipment.
Here's Mehta. Let's see what he can do. How many more can he add to his total? He's well ahead here. We'll check with our official scorers, but he's well over 100 runs now, 120, 130.
Yeah, Mehta is on 25.
Good. And I think this morning as well, he got about just over 10, so we'll double check with our scorers, but he's definitely up to 100 and close to 130. Shoaib Mir coming on to bowl his second over here. So interesting ploy, PCCT just sticking with their regular lineup and giving all their bowlers 2 overs, although the last 2, I think they'll most likely go with Shazad Khan, possibly Dinesh Mahmood, or maybe try someone new.
Yeah, PCCT well on top here. You can see the equation there on your screen. They need 75 runs. That is a huge score of only 18 balls. And I think they are just trying to do their best, just enjoy the game. And like real cricketers, go for it.
Slapped away over the point fielder. Good fielding again by Malwadi. He's managed to stop that. And 2 more to the total. Yes, Salia, at this stage, I was always a batter and not much of a bowler, but I would be begging the captain for a bowl here. Because the game safely in the balance and just, come on, let me turn my arm over, skipper. Often got vetoed there, but I would definitely be asking the captain right now for a bowl. Yeah, you heard Mir there, disgusted that he's been smoked. That's some great hit over the deep mid-wicket boundary. Sports Tiger Maximum, Shoaib Mir does not like it. Unfortunate, just too full. Sets himself high standards, hasn't added to his wicket tally, Salia. 66 for 2 after 7.2.
And a member of the public picked the ball up outside the field, tried to get it back in, couldn't clear the fence with his throw. He had to come close and throw it again. Yeah, just after we mentioned that Mehta is not a huge 6-hitter, he hits a effortless, monstrous 6.
Off the edge there, vacant slip area, down to third man. Didn't quite get hold of it. He wanted to hit him for another 6 there, just lining him up. A couple of words there between Mehta and Mir. No love lost between these teams. As you remember in the first game, so there, Mehta got very annoyed with one of the bowlers' actions, right? And became quite animated in the first game against the United team.
Yeah, I think he asked the square leg umpire to call no balls. He was very gestured, very animatedly. Good comeback there by Mir after he was hit for the 6.
Very wide there. Rightly called wide by umpire Not Knuckle. Still 14 balls to go, 66. 65 required from 14 balls. 14 Sports Tiger maximum, Celia. That's what they need. Reminder to all of you is to get your My Team 11 team in before the next game. My Team 11 Fancy. While watching the spectacular game, you can also make your team on My Team 11 Fancy app and win big. Download the application from myteam11.com. Get those PCCT players in, but don't forget about Vishwajit Tawar from the Swingers. Wild slog over there. Again, down to third man. Didn't quite get hold of it.
That should be the end of the over. 8th over, 69 for 2.
Perfect score in cricket, Celia.
So we say deserving score. Not they won't be able to chase down the total, but it will not be. So Malwadi is coming on.
Something to take into next weekend, where they'll definitely be playing off for the 7th, 8th position in this tournament. Just depends on who they're going to be facing up against, based on other results. And then in the next game, it'll all be between the Smashers and between the United team and the Swingers, who will advance to the semi-finals and join the Formosans and the TCA Indians.
That should be a good game. Okay, Malwadi is in to bowl to Gore. Cut pass point that should go all the way and does. Beautiful shot by Mohit Gore, who's put the ball off at a deep cover area.
Looks good, Celia, but he's just not got the power. Like a couple of times he hit the ball and just hasn't had the legs to get to the boundary. I think he just needs to either go work out in the gym and beef up a bit. But it looks good.
Yeah.
Very technically correct, but just needs to add a bit of power to his game.
Yeah, with a slight lack of power, he'll have to hit it in the sweet spot if he wants to make the boundary. If he just, I think he just changed bats with Meta. I think maybe he got that a little bit on the edge, and maybe a crack.
Good craftsman, never blames his tools, Celia. So we'll have to wait and see if this new batter does the trick here.
Edge. There's a fielder. That fielder saved quite a few runs.
He's got Meta's bat now, and he hits it to the same place that he hit it twice in the last over, right? Over the slips down to third man. Very interesting there.
Meta takes back his bat. Only 9 balls remaining in this innings. They still need 57. They're not going to make it, but they did bat very well.
Meta's got a chance to carry his bat here, add a few more to the total. Maybe even get up to his age.
He's on 35 at the moment. That's a huge, that fielder, he might be taken, and he does. Well caught by Usman Javed for the ICCT chase, even though it was probably already, up. So here comes 007, it looks like.
Vicaria.
Vicaria.
Well, he sounds like something you get from a good night out, Celia. Good case of the Vicarias.
Right, and he's not facing because the batsman crossed, and Malwadi has 2 balls left. He's bowling to Mohit Kaur, who looked in decent form. It's a good slower ball.
Very crafty there. Totally baffled the batsman there. He enjoyed it too. Big wry smile on his face.
Yeah, it was well bowled. Faster one. And that man is in action again. That man at the deep third man. Just 1 run. That's the end of the 9th over. And the score is 77 for 3.
just for the viewers, don't forget May 17th is finals day, when we'll have all the semi-finals and also the final. And the first T10 League champion will be crowned in Taiwan.
Very, very exciting. Very exciting. But before we get there, we still have one very important game after this to decide another semi-finalist. And then tomorrow should be 3 cracking games.
Well, we know who the bookmakers' favourites are. It's definitely PCCT United. But can the Swingers produce an upset in the final game, Celia? Very interesting, as you said.
Right. Amjad Safar is the bowler of the last over, and he is going to bowl to Mohit Kaur.
Flicked away over vacant square leg. And a good shot there for 4 by Kaur. He wanted to strike at the end of last over. And
He made it the full toss.
Short. Hit straight to the short cover fielder there. Well fielded. Annoyed with himself there. He knows he should have found the gap there. He's found it this time. It's a race to the cover boundary. Beautiful shot there. One more to the total there. 2 balls to go. It's been a very good afternoon of cricket again.
Don't forget a very exciting game coming up right after this one.
Squirted down the ground to long on. 1 ball to go. Bring up the field. Give your bowler a slip or 2, Celia. Time to bring up the silly mid-off. Cry at the batsman. No. Mujahid not sharing my sentiments. Straight to the deep mid-wicket fielder. Good arm there from Asif. Players will shake each other's hands, and that's the game. Well played, PCCT. Absolutely smashing ICCT by a massive 45 runs, Celia. 44 runs. 44-run victory there. Great victory for PCCT. Most importantly, Celia, as well,